I'm Bridget Fetisi, and this is your dumpster fire for the weeks of November 6th to November 19th.
And the unicorns dance while the world burns, world burns.
World burns.
Okay.
Now I've got to put my card for my voice. Yes. Hello. There's me and Sam.
Oh, so happy to be here again.
Thank you,
on this
guys.
nice dumpster fire day.
It's very dumpster fire Saturday. If you want to join us on live streams behind the paywall, or you want to get the unedited version of Dumpster Fire, you can subscribe to Fetisi.com, where you already are if you're watching this live. And if you're not here, you're missing out on all of the goodness that is a Dumpster Fire live and unedited version. You also get a ad-free version on Mondays when we drop the regular version for the plebs. And we'll be doing a lot more of the live streams and stuff like this. So please become a supporter and join us. You get workouts. There's an amazing community. It's not just dumpster fire. You get a family. You get a whole family.
A PH family.
A fam. Like, subscribe, and comment. Touch my bells and buttons. And make sure you tell your friends, because that's the only way that they hear about us.
My nemesis is at it again. Elon cancels free lunches at Twitter. According to him, they cost $400 each, totaling $13 million a year.
Elon's teaching those freeloaders there's no such thing as a free lunch. I say good for him. All these freaking Google employees get like sushi and massages. It's time to trim the belts around here in tech. This isn't just a free-for-all for everyone anymore. Elon's going to show tech how it's done. He's going to treat those people like the slaves he treats the people mining all of the stuff for his electric batteries. And his Tesla workers as well. No. I have a love-hate relationship with Elon and Twitter. I think it's funny that now he's everyone's nemesis. Once again, proving that I am so far ahead of the curve on these things. First, he was my nemesis, and now he's everyone's nemesis, except for the stands. The stands, they love him.
We'll get to the stands.
We'll get to the stands. We hear a lot. I hear from them a lot. But yeah, I mean, why is it $400 for lunch? Because no one's going to work?
Yeah, I guess he was saying something like that. Like, we're paying for all these lunches that no one's here for to eat or something.
See,
that's dumb.
He cares about the food waste. Yeah. Pretty soon, these Twitter employees are going to be brown bagging like us poors.
It was fun! Somebody stole all our lunches.
Who would steal 30 bag lunches?
It was that damn Sasquatch.
Elon Musk tells employees if they aren't going to commit to being extremely hardcore, they can take their severance and leave.
Extremely hardcore. This is what happens when dorks get popular. My friend has a theory that anyone who wasn't popular in high school should never get famous because they can't handle it. And we're seeing it. We're seeing it now.
That's a great theory.
Yeah. Prove me wrong on this, anyone. We see it with Jordan Peterson. We see it with Daily Wire, is just a bunch of dorks trying to be cool. We see it with Elon. It's a phenomenon that's real. But he is kind of a dork. He has like dad humor, which I can appreciate. Let that sink in. It's like, this is like Elon sending a note to the employees and being like, do you like me? Yes or no? Except he's like, do you want extremely hardcore butt stuff? Yes or no?
Yes or yes.
I know. It's true.
Yes or yes.
Yeah, they had to click a link to like agree.
Yeah.
And he sent this email out and
someone's like, yes. You know I'm going to be hardcore, Elon. Yes, yes.
I'll be hardcore for you.
I'll be hardcore for you, Elon. And then you saw, like, Elon, what are you thinking? You saw the way the Americans took those stimmies and didn't work for like 2 years. You think they're not going to take 3 months severance and be like, peace out, you dysfunctional genius leader?
Yeah, I don't want to work hardcore hours. And my free lunches are gone. What the hell is this?
Take my free lunch away? I would have been gone when they took the free lunches away. give me my sushi or give me death. I mean, what he's trying to do is crazy. There's no roadmap for acquiring a social media company like this. And when you look at the statistics, I think it was something like Instagram was making billions and billions of dollars and had like 30 employees when they sold it to Facebook. And WhatsApp had a couple, a dozen employees and was making valued at billions of dollars too. You can run a social media company. I don't know really what all of those thousands of people were doing. I feel like they were probably managing people like me. There was just one employee who's like, here's the list of people you need to shadow ban and suppress.
And you were added to that list.
And they each had their lists. And he just was like, also, he's coming into like a hostile work environment.
Yeah.
So I would want to get rid of people who are talking shit about me publicly and trying to sabotage my efforts from the inside. Fair enough.
I know.
Fair enough.
You don't like shit talk about your new boss publicly without expecting to get fired. Then they're like all shocked.
I know.
It's like
dare
if I
any of these.
posted anything about Bridget online.
Yeah, you'd be done.
That's right.
I dare anybody to shit talk their boss on Twitter and see how long they're still employed.
Well, and then Twitter had to ask some fired workers to please come back because apparently some people were fired by accident and then some people they realized were essential.
Okay, look, it's maybe not the most organized process. That's what happens when you're extremely hardcore. Extremely hardcore doesn't mean extremely organized. I don't think organized and disciplined when I think hardcore. I think disorganized and chaotic. I think that's what he's going for. And he knows it's just driving interest, and he's using like the Trump model on Twitter.
Then there are the Elon stans who take great offense whenever we criticize their dear leader. We got a couple comments.
This is like the MAGA. I mean, honestly, part of the reason that I love Elon being my nemesis is that I love making dorks mad. It just tickles my funny bone to see the like seriousness with which these people defend their great leader, Elon Musk.
Well, we had someone say, in about a year from now, you will be eating humble pie. Elon is fighting for free speech. You just don't have enough gray matter to see it. Duh.
It is true. You
What
do
a
lose gray
nerd
matter.
diss.
You do lose gray matter when you're pregnant.
And then we had someone else be like, you're simply asserting some vague, cliched idea about billionaires applies to Elon. First of all, no group is a monolith. And second of all, you couldn't be more wrong about Elon. Part of the reason his companies are so wildly successful is he constantly seeks criticism and feedback and tries to kill hierarchy for hierarchy's sake in all of his companies. What we're seeing now with the firings is Elon simply trimming the fat by firing adult children who don't understand you shouldn't trash, not simply disagree with their boss in public. A rather generous bit of self-filtering on their part. It's like people get so mad.
Oh,
didn't
God.
know his
it's
mom
so funny.
joined.
It's so funny. What?
I said I didn't know his mom joined.
It's just so, I mean, it's endless. We get this endlessly, and I love them so much.
Well, this leads to your favorite meme of all.
I like Maggie's reading of them too, because people don't understand. Maggie and I do everything in like a South Park voice.
I love
Remember
it.
when I was dating that guy and he used to yell at me and say, "Stop making voices"?
Yes, and you were like, "It's impossible. I can't not make voices."
Because I would always be making like, South Park voices.
You'd be like, "You can't tell me what to do." You'd be like, "Don't make that voice."
That was the night he told me he was going to stab me with a fork.
Bridget, oh,
Bridget's got some interesting stories.
Yeah, you think you have interesting dating stories, Sam? I love that a bunch of dudes who freaking drive Ford Focuses are defending Elon Musk.
Again,
Did you post the meme?
bringing us back to the meme. Yeah, I put it up earlier. I'll put it up again. There we go. It's the best meme ever.
I love it. That's what I think of every time I hear people who are like, Elon Musk is doing the best that he can. Well, right now, Elon's pissing everyone off because he's running a poll to see if he should have the other dear leader, Trump, come back on social media. I voted yes for full transparency because I am an agent of chaos.
12 million people have voted on it.
Yeah, I think it's been getting like 1 million votes an hour or something crazy like that.
That's
And,
insane.
Yeah, he's like, he put some Roman slogan like as the people will it, so does God, or something like that. I don't know. I'm not a Latin major.
You're not a Latin expert? Shocking.
I don't know why I have this. I think this was a tangent we went off on the writer's room. And then there's a callback to it later. So we were talking about how Elon said he wanted to spread a seed everywhere.
Oh, yeah. That was...
But I can't even remember.
That was about the stands who would like give birth to his babies if they want it. Like they're that desperate for his...
Maybe this is a chance for these men to and identify as women and give birth to Elon's Musk children. Because, yeah, he said he wanted to spread a seed everywhere.
Yeah, he's obsessed with Genghis Khan.
And then, yeah. And then we had the joke, America will be better at math, but horrible at eye contact.
All right. Then we have troll in exile. Former President Donald Trump announces a White House bid for 2024.
Yeah, this is why there's this big debate raging now that he has said officially that he's running for president. Should he be allowed on Twitter? And everyone's like, as I recall, he started an insurrection.
Okay, well, here's his announcement statement.
Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, and my fellow citizens, America's comeback starts right now. In order to make America great and glorious again, I am tonight announcing my candidacy for President of the United States.
Yeah, so we all knew it was coming because we live in a loophole. Time is a flat circle. We're never escaping 2016. Trump is running for president.
Oh.
Maggie was really excited.
Does this reset the simulation?
I think it might if Biden and Trump run again against each other.
So where would that leave us? Where would that bring us?
2014.
I'm all for it. Let's do it again.
Those were good years, right?
In 4 short years, everybody was doing great. Men, women, African Americans, Asian Americans, Hispanic Americans, everybody was thriving like never before.
I loved how he's like, we're going back to when America was great the last 4 years. I'm like, as I recall, we spent the last 2 years locked in our houses like mental patients. We all had freaking grippy socks at the end of your administration. Shaking my damn head.
The way he's like, Asian Americans, Latin Americans, African Americans.
I can't handle another. I don't think I can just handle hearing his voice for another 4 years. He rambled on for like 69 minutes. Even Fox News cut away from his announcement.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Wow.
He doesn't have what it takes, and he's absolutely going to be our next president.
Everyone mentally prepare yourself.
Just mentally prepare yourself. If it's something you can't conceive of, I suggest doing what I do, which is preparing mentally for the worst. And then if it doesn't happen, you're in good shape. But if it does, you are the marathon runner who is very well hydrated.
And some people are going to be thrilled, but maybe they should mentally prepare themselves for him losing.
Yeah. Whatever you want, prepare yourself not to get it. Like if you really want Elon to let Trump back on Twitter, which is insane that we live in this simulation where Elon is in charge of whether or not Trump is coming back on Twitter. Let's just pause and take a moment and acknowledge how weird that is. And if you really want him back and he doesn't come back, try not to get your panties in a freaking bunch about it. I know you will, but Trump is the break glass in case of emergency. In the event that Twitter's numbers start like dipping, I think after the World Cup, Elon will be like, all right, we're letting the horse loose back in the hospital.
This guy being the president, it's like there's a horse loose in a hospital. I think eventually everything's going to be okay, but I have no idea what's going to happen next.
Then Ivanka Trump had a response to her father running for president again. I love my father very much. This time around, I am choosing to prioritize my young children and the private life we are creating as a family. I do not plan to be involved in politics. While I will always love and support my father going forward, I will do so outside the political arena. I am grateful to have had the honor of serving the American people, and I will always be proud of many of our administration's accomplishments. She doesn't even say proud of all of them. She says proud of many of them.
Yeah, because she doesn't want to get arrested. She's just taking that $2 billion they got from Saudi, and she wants her tickets back to the Met Gala. She wants her invites back into New York polite society. She's going to keep her head down and hope that this Eye of Sauron doesn't turn on her and she somehow ends up in jail for some kind of shit that went down in that administration. She's like, peace, Dad. I'm out. Thanks for, encouraging all of your millions of followers to like try and take over the Capitol if he did that. Allegedly.
We're pissing off the Elon stands, pissing off the Trump stands.
It's really not a day around here unless I intentionally piss off people who worship and idolize a bunch of narcissistic sociopaths. What is wrong with you people? Get it together. Speaking of narcissistic sociopaths.
Olds in charge.
Who never let go of power.
Nancy Pelosi retires from Democratic leadership. She will stay in Congress.
And with great confidence in our caucus, I will not seek re-election to Democratic leadership in the next Congress. For me, the hours come for a new generation to lead the Democratic caucus that I so deeply respect.
She wanted to retire completely and start her own hedge fund, but then she saw the return on investment that normal people had and realized she needed to stay in Congress. Get those inside trades. Oh, God, she's going to run for president, isn't she?
Oh, no.
She's old enough.
Trump v. Pelosi.
Oh, God.
Oh, God.
Why does she sound like she was chain smoking Reds and drinking wine all night?
And with great confidence in our caucus.
Because she probably was.
She probably was.
Yeah. The Pelosi retirement party is set to deplete half of Napa Valley's wine supply. Another news. San Francisco's favorite Mima is set to retire at 82 years old, if she even retires.
God.
Can someone tell Dianne Feinstein to fucking retire? She doesn't even know she's still a member of Congress. Even gangsters retire, and Nancy is gangster AF. Speaking of insider trading and corruption,
the rich get richer.
See that segue?
Okay.
Nice.
We had Better Fetisi break this down for us.
Better Fetisi explained this in a very concise term. Thank you, Better Fetisi. FTX was one of the largest crypto exchanges in the world. It had a deep bench of celebrity endorsements. It was well connected with various financial institutions and was donating money to politicians and media causes. And I think also Ukraine somehow. It turns out that FTX was actually a Ponzi scheme that was taking money from its customer accounts to speculate on other deals. It's being compared to Enron, Bernie Madoff with my money. Enron, Madoff, and Lehman Brothers. So yeah, FTX banked on the age-old business model, get rich off the poors. That wasn't the line. But it's even funnier. The line was, convince the poors they can become rich.
Yeah, true.
There was that meme that was like, it was the Onion headline.
Man who lost everything in crypto just wishes several thousand more people had warned him.
I mean, everybody said that it was a Ponzi scheme. I have faith in crypto, the idea. I think decentralizing money is good, but I don't know how you regulate it. And I saw Jambalaya in our group. He was like, it was really funny. I should have screenshotted. He said, like, if you think crypto is a scam, I hate to break it to you about the like dollars that are in your wallet or something like that.
Right. Totally. So something weird happened with FTX started to collapse. Then they were hacked, apparently.
Hacked.
Supposedly. And all of a sudden, like $600 million started leaving people's wallets as the currency value collapsed.
Yeah.
Which was weird in and of itself. And then
was it though?
Yeah. Well,
Seems like someone was just
supposedly
pulling money
hacked
out as their fucking
as they're going
empire
down.
was collapsing.
Yeah, because the guy who ran it, Sam Bankman-Fried,
The sociopath.
Fried, he was worth $16 billion and now he's worth $0. So then the celebrities involved in endorsing Tom Brady, Larry David, Giselle are among those accused of defrauding investors in FTX collapse, and now they're facing a class action lawsuit.
This is weird to me that they're just suing people who are in an ad for FTX. Like, this is like having a class action lawsuit against Mel Gibson and M. Night Shyamalama Ding Dong for the ending of Signs.
That's true.
You can't just sue the actors because you didn't like the end of the movie. You're like, oh, we're going to sue Bruce Willis because he was alive the whole time in The Sixth Sense. This is fucking bullshit.
Spoiler alert.
Look, if you haven't seen that movie by now, I'm sorry.
The weird thing is, too, is that Larry David commercial for FTX was very almost prophetically, weirdly on point, even though it was an ad for FTX.
Well, yeah, because he was very cynical about it.
Right. I'm going to play it.
Like I was saying, it's FTX. It's a safe and easy way to get into crypto.
I don't think so. And I'm never wrong about this stuff. Never.
Yeah, that was a Super Bowl ad.
Yeah.
Wow.
Pedersey has a theory that Tom and Giselle are getting divorced because Tom convinced her to sink all their money into crypto. Like $650 million. This is a rumor, and they lost it all. And that's why she was like working day one after they got divorced.
She had to go back to modeling.
Time to put on the old crotchless panties and get back to the coal mine, Giselle.
Ew.
Don't worry, Giselle. You can become a Mexican weather lady. Now let's check in with Maite Carranco for our weather report.
Pronóstico del tiempo para que tomen nota porque continúan las heladas importantes en buena parte del territorio nacional.
Like, subscribe, and comment. Touch my bells and buttons. Tell your friends about us because we aren't going anywhere. Oh, I'm excited about this.
Okay.
Category.
Now we have the BDE Award.
Oh, boy. A well-deserved BDE Award.
And it goes to Pete Davidson.
Quite literally.
Literally the BDE Award.
Okay, so
what is going on with this guy's dick? Tell me. He's with freaking Emily Ratajkowski now. Yeah. I don't know if that's how you say her last name. Ratajkowski.
Rumored to be dating, but his dating history is insane. We put together a little.
She is a smoke show.
We put together a little slide
in a long line of smoke shows. Yes, Maggie, do your work.
Okay, so he started dating Cassie David, who's Larry David's daughter. Mm-hmm. Then he went on to Ariana Grande, and they were briefly engaged. Then Kate Beckinsale.
So hot. Jaron was mad about that one.
I loved her.
He was like, what?
Margaret Qualley. Kaya Gerber, who's Cindy Crawford's daughter.
Damn, they're young.
Phoebe Denevor, who was a Bridgerton actress.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Kim Kardashian. And now Emily Ratajkowski.
Ratajkowski. She is the smokiest of all smoke shows.
I know. He's like worked his way up.
He was like, I got to go up after Kim Kardashian. I know that this guy is just love bombing the shit out of these women. I know it. He probably has a love addiction, and he's like, I fucking love you. I love you so much. I've never loved anyone like you. I fucking love you, baby. I'll tattoo your kids' names on my neck.
You're amazing.
I've never felt this way before. Not with any of those other supermodels I was with. I mean, it's funny though, because so many men are mad about this. And I'm like, bro, you're mad that like these women are giving Pete Davidson a shot. Anybody can freaking land a supermodel.
Yeah.
This should be like anyone stands a chance.
You should be giving them all hope.
Elon stands should really be Pete Davidson's stands. This gangly weirdo is pulling 10s. That means anyone has a shot.
Oh,
he looks like he has a sickness.
Well, I mean, there's this picture with Margaret Qualley, his little legs are so skinny and white and pale in this picture.
Little Pete. Little Pete Davidson.
If you incels would work on being funny instead of unfuckable hate nerds, maybe you'd stand a shot too with some of these women. The Library of Congress needs a mold of his dick, so when we go back in history and look at this lineup of beauties, we can understand what the hell was happening there. Pete should be the one spreading his seed.
I think
we don't need more dolphin body autists. We need more big dick comedians.
And the best meme ever was going around too. Pete Davidson within a week after he arrives in heaven.
For real, though.
I mean, what a great picture. What a great meme.
It is.
Dumpster diving.
It's going to be weird with no ponytail.
Yeah.
What's next in the dumpster?
I know this is the first time Bridget's ever not had a ponytail during a shoot.
We had a slight braid flip in that dive.
Yeah. The 8 billionth baby was born in the Dominican Republic. There are now 8 billion people on the planet.
Where's the counter for all these babies that are being born, by the way? There's like just one giant counter that all of these databases are feeding into?
I don't know.
This doesn't make sense. How do they know that that was the 8th billionth baby?
I don't know.
What about the babies in remote villages?
That don't
That's
get
a
accounted
lot
for
of
till
babies.
later.
8 billion babies?
No, 8 billion people total. The 8 billionth person was born.
8
Yes, there are 8 billion babies on the planet. Just babies.
Sorry, misleading headline. It said 8 billion
It's true.
babies.
It did say 8 billion babies.
A lot of pumping.
This is I mean I get where the like antinatalist vibe comes from if there are 8 billion babies. Earth just has a no vacancy sign on it now. It's like, sorry, we're full. The 8 billionth person was born, making abortion now not just reproductive rights, but also a climate initiative. This is the best way to go green, folks.
Okay, then we have TSA found a gun stuffed in a chicken.
Wow, the TSA finally got a win. It's only been 21 years. Defund the fucking TSA, the most useless of all of our government-funded organizations. After hundreds of wheelchair-bound grandmas searching strollers and babies, taking apart all kinds of devices people need to get around, like wheelchairs, breast milk checks, and snow globe confiscations, the TSA finally got one. Do you feel safe? Do you feel safer now on that plane? Who's the bigger criminal, the TSA or FTX?
Ooh,
We should do a poll.
We should do a poll.
let us know in the comments.
Breaking Bridget. Biden's team warily welcomes Trump's presidential run. Basically, Trump Biden again.
I can't take it, guys. I will unalive myself if I have to go through another Trump Biden run. I can't. I'm not strong enough for this kind of election. I'm not. I know Maggie isn't.
God, no.
There's no way. I don't want to cover this on Dumpster Fire. These two bumbling old men who are going to be close to or in their 80s.
Yeah. Biden will be 82 by the time his term ends. Trump is what, 78, 79? He'll be 80 when he's running.
I will unalive myself. I can't take it. I mean, honestly, if a third party cannot rise in the midst of a Trump Biden 2.0, there will never be a chance of a third party in this country ever.
There's no hope.
No.
Yeah.
There's no hope. If you can't manage to cut through that noise, it's totally going to happen though.
Yeah.
So this is what I have to mentally prepare myself for, because we will still be bringing you. I was like, I'm not doing Dumpster Fire. If that's the fucking thing, I'm not doing Dumpster Fire, but we'll do our best to bring you Dumpster Fire. It will be a great personal cost to us, but we will overcome our own biases, prejudices, and feelings of debilitating hopelessness for America.
To make you laugh.
To make you laugh. This is the best we can do.
I can't believe this is the best we can do. This is the best we can do. Unbelievable.
Where's Ralph Nader when you need him? Oh, God. I mean, it might break me. It might be just too much for me to bear.
All right. Is that all you have to say about that?
I mean, what more is there to say?
I don't know.
I feel like America will really lose its soul and spirit. It will like break America's spirit to have that be the election choices again in 2 years.
After the pandemic and like the first round, like what the fuck?
If you hear someone silently weeping, it's me. And now the internet is glowing.
Yeah, you can. We want to break the Guinness. And are you ready? And this is their second attempt. And go.
Let's take live stream comments. Then we'll just wrap it out and do Fantasy News in the comments from last week.
Okay.
All right.
And we'll wait
Perfect
for fucking
timing.
Harrison Ford.
I need to get a plane to tow a dumpster fire banner.
Just circles around us the entire time we're trying to shoot.
That would be amazing.
That would be the best troll ever.
From John Jamingo. Finally, this version is out from under the jackboot of Cousin Maggie.
It's true.
Censor China Maggie can't do her job.
She has no control over this. It's wild.
I've
It's
still
loose.
got the censor button.
It's extremely hardcore. That's gonna be the name of this episode.
It's extremely hardcore.
Dumpster Fire Live, extremely hardcore.
We'll probably get throttled just for that title.
That's hilarious. You say that because Dustin Land said this episode is extremely hardcore.
Oh, damn. Now she'll be accused of stealing your joke, Dustin.
Oh, Jesus.
Then we've got from Eclectic RPT, Dumpster Fire is authoring the simulation.
I really think we are.
Mm-hmm. All right. And then we'll do some comments from last episode. Constantine said, congratulations on the 100th. I couldn't have made it through the last 2 years without your objective news reporting.
We are not a news show.
Mayo said, grateful for Dumpster Fire, Wikipedia, and my drunk uncle for making me the most knowledgeable person at Thanksgiving this year. Jessica M, I'm dying. I watched this episode, meaning the New Amsterdam episode, last Tuesday night and thought the same thing. I went to Twitter to relieve myself of the cringe. Stevie Ray said, love this news show. LOL, my boyfriend was asking what news show I was watching.
Oh, no.
I know everyone's getting on the news show train. Gray
We need to make
Fox.
those t-shirts.
Nothing like waking up on a Monday morning to the dumpster fire that is our lives. Thank you, women, for making chaos easier to stomach. And
hopefully we'll do that for you when it's Trump Biden 2024.
if Bridget doesn't have a nervous breakdown before that.
I'm going to be rooting for two old. I hate that I'm being put in a position where I have to like root for two old men to die for the next 2 years.
Yeah, that's actually not a good position to be in. Ryan O's said, when will the Dumpster Fire Thanksgiving talking points be published? Happy 100. We should make some Dumpster Fire Thanksgiving talking points to piss off your entire family.
That's what we should do. Create a post of things to piss off your family at Thanksgiving.
Okay.
What are your thoughts about Palestine?
Fantasy News.
Fantasy News. Join us at fantasy.com for the unedited version of Dumpster Fire, for seeing Dumpster Fire lives while we're making them. This was fun. I mean, it was fun to do. Thank you for being our guinea pigs. We hope to do more of these in the future. And you get a great community. We do workouts for the ladies Monday through Fridays. And it's just a whole fun We're going to keep growing. Tell your friends about it. I think you can give subscriptions as a gift. If you know somebody who's feeling a little bit adrift and they might need somewhere safe to post their thoughts and have a fun community, give them the gift of Phetasy.com. You can shop our merch, speaking of gifts, at BridgetPhetasy.com. We have tons of awesome stuff. And it's Constance at Squidprint was saying that shipping is already getting a little dodgy. So get on that. Don't be a procrastinator. Go get your family dumpster fire gifts. We have a limited edition dumpster fire PJs with flannel pants, and they're so cute. I can't wait to rock them.
It says Yuletide dumpster just keeps burning.
Yep. Yuletide dumpster just keeps burning, and it's so cozy. And right now, use the promo code #dumpsterfire for orders over $100. You get free shipping, and that is ending soon, I believe.
It ends December 5th.
It ends December 5th. So get on that as well.
Yeah. Constance said that they're experiencing delays from their suppliers.
Yeah.
So that's why their Squidprint themselves is having delays.
Yeah. So get on it. Don't be a slacker. And we had Tara Henley and Rena Raphael on Walk-Ins Welcome, our other podcast. We love making podcasts around here. Dumpster Fire is a podcast as well. Subscribe to all of our podcasts wherever you get podcasts. And subscribe, give a review if you like it. We also had on Substack this week, BridgetPhetasy.substack.com, letters from the politically homeless. We had a very heartfelt letter. Factory settings. We did late bloomers a couple of weeks ago, and people are really loving that episode, and it's resonating with people. So check out Factory Settings, a podcast I do with Mr. Phetasy, and our weekly newsletter, which goes up every Friday and gives you the Phetasy news every Friday of everything that I did, all my appearances. I was in Spectator magazine. It's the Parallel Economy, stupid. Was my most recent for them. We are off next week. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. We're very grateful for you and your support and for being here on our live stream. This was so fun and awesome, and you are awesome. Never doubt your own awesomeness. You are extremely hardcore just for signing up for Phetasy and just for being on this and being a fan. And we love you. So thank you to Better Phetasy, Dave Yates, Luna Viola for my makeup. Thank you to Sammy Flappis. Thank you to Sammy Flappis and Folds.
You are welcometh.
Thank you, Magaru, for all of the preloading.
You're welcome.
It went smoothly.
I hope so. We'll have to see what the verdict is from our fans.
They're going to be like, that was janky as fuck. I mean, I've seen a lot of live streams and they seem very, I want this to be like different than a live stream.
Yeah, I do too. I want it to be a little more produced.
I want it to have that live stream feel where it's like dangerous and crazy, but I also want it to have structure and feel like a dumpster fire.
Right.
So that then we can really take this shit show on the road.
That was what we were aiming for.
This has been your Dumpster Fire for the weeks of November 6th to November 19th. I'm Bridget Phetasy. Now make me extremely hardcore.